So we start today's video sitting in the driver's seat of the Giulietta, and it's done. We have got it back. It is now running, and I just wanted to do a video on what's happened, and for those that are interested in the fault, and we'll just run it through. So let's have a quick look around the car. Now bear in mind we haven't cleaned this up, and this has been out of action for a good while now, so it's not clean. Everything, oh God, I thought that was lack appeal. Excuse the wind, but as you know, we got the engine running. That just needed turning over 8 times or something, and then it's kicked into life, and now that runs without any issues whatsoever. We've just got to adjust the windscreen wiper blade here because it's obviously sitting far too high. And this is probably just going to need a good DA polish to get, you know, some of the red back. Not that it's really faded, to be fair. This again has popped out. It's like a really thin metal, and you only have to rest on it and it pops out again. Don't know if you can see that. We also need to work on this because this has got progressively worse and it's chipping away. So this needs a repaint as well. And thought about the wheels, but that's going to be another 250 quid to get them all done. But anyway, so as per the previous video, we had the clutch pedal to the floor, and the clutch pedal now is absolutely fine. It's a nice light gearbox, and it's all been done. So I suppose you're wondering, really, you know, what was the issue and what happened. So you can question, really, to be honest, exactly what a garage is going to do, because they're always going to tell you, well, I say they will always, but you could have one issue, like for example the slave cylinder, but they'll recommend getting the flywheel done, etc. I'm not au fait with all of that stuff. I don't have the equipment, and that's why this went into the garage to sort it out. So they've had the car for 2.5 weeks and came back and said it needed the flywheel done, the slave cylinder, and I can't remember what else. Bear with me. Just look at the receipt. A clutch kit, dual mass flywheel. So slave cylinder, dual mass flywheel, and a clutch kit. That's got this car moving again. Whether it needed it all, I'm not 100% sure. It could have just been, you know, the whole, we'll do the slave cylinder, but we'll whack in the flywheel as well. I'd like to know your thoughts on that. I'd hate to think that a garage is really going to rip me off too much on it, because, you know, but it is what it is. So all in all, and I think I was probably ripped off a bit, 1,500 quid to have all of that done. But anyway, so that's that. Let me know again your thoughts on if a slave cylinder goes, does that normally affect the dual mass flywheel? That's apparently a very expensive part. But anyway, so yeah, so it's all running, it's all good. We've now got this back. It has been MOT'd. It has one advisory, and one of these wheels has got a slight crack to the tyre pressure. That is the only advisory. So it's a 2011 Giuletta Veloce, 47,000 miles on the clock, with a minor advisory. Other than that, once it's been cleaned up, we also got this to sort out as well, but ultimately, and this needs to be fixed as well. But I'm keeping tabs of everything we've done. But that is the car. Bought for 1,500. Remember, it's unrecorded, not been in an accident, and it's another 1,500 to get the, let's just call it, get it running. Let me know what your thoughts. This will be going straight up for sale. I've got to wait for the DVLA to issue the V5, but it doesn't need to hang around. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on it, whether or not I've still got a bargain, and whether or not this is still a decent car. It actually drives really nicely, and I know it's not been the best car for Alfa Romeo, but ultimately it actually does drive quite nicely. So, and I'm also wondering whether or not to take the number plate off, get it back on the original number plate, and just keeping that number plate in reserve, because although it means absolute bugger all to me, it's still a form of private number plate, even though it's from Ireland. Again, I'd like to know your thoughts on whether I should do that or not. And also, because I've never done it before, just what's the cost? Because I don't know what, you know, there's obviously a cost to everything in this world, and as a retention, I'd like to know. So that's going to be today's video on the Alfa Romeo Giulietta. There'll probably be another one when this is like good to go and ready for sale. But any thoughts, comments, questions on this car, do let me know. I need to get back to bidding on cars, because at the moment there's literally nothing about at all. It's absolutely horrendous. I just go days with just not really seeing anything, and I really need to get back on it. So there will be stuff coming up very, very shortly, and I have sold the BMW as well, so I need to do a video on that. But I thought, let's get this out, because there's quite a bit of interest from YouTube viewers on this car. So it owes just over £3,000 at the moment. So yeah, until next time, thank you very much. Hit the subscribe button down in the little down here, and also, you know, in the description there's a subscribe button. I'm trying to get those numbers up, and it's just starting to stall a bit, and I could do with some extra support. So until next time, see you all again very, very soon.